Hello everyone, Dulle here. So, after weeks of grinding owls, I've got about 50 in total, including UP, EP, and Strong One. I'll show you the best methods I found, the chances of getting a good one, and why the grind might not be worth it for EP. So realistically, you'll get about 1 owl per night, and a night is 45 minutes in-game. But you can easily go dry for 2 nights straight, or on rare occasions, then you might get 2 or even very rare 3 owls in one night. So expect 1 owl every 45 minutes time-wise, but don't rely on luck. I asked KT if I was doing something wrong, but the timing is confirmed more or less. And owls can spawn at any moment during the night, so you need to keep moving and watch your radar, aka the minimap. I think casual flybys won't work, cause they despawn too fast. And so you have to follow this route back and forth, all the way up, all the way down, and you might actually see one. About 95% of my spawns happened on the red markers. Movement seems to help in my opinion, because I never saw an owl spawn right in front of me. I only saw it flying when I'd return to the other side, meaning that flying through and then turning back to the place might actually cause it. Or the absence of moving and no one's there might cause it, and so you always have to fly back to see an owl, or there can't be a player in that place for the owl to spawn, meaning just the complete absence or emptiness would only cause an owl spawn. I mean, it would also make sense compared to IRL, but I don't know for sure. I thought rain did too, the disappearance of rain, it might increase spawn chances, but it turned out to be a placebo. Anyways, so some numbers. EP is 1 in 32, EP plus magic is then 1 in 64, EP with both boosts is 1 in 128. And with each attempt being a 45-minute night, that is 24 hours for an EP1, 84 hours for an EP1 with magic or defense, and then 96 hours of in-game night time on average for an EP with both boosts. Unless you go on a dry streak, or unless you get incredibly lucky. But, and here is the catch, you can't do these hours straight after each other because you have to wait for the night to arrive. Meaning that a EP1 with boosted magic, if you play 5 hours a day, is a 38-day grind. Or if you want an EP with magic and defense boosted, it's a 75-day grind. Making an owl, in my opinion, probably the 3rd rarest or 2nd rarest pet in the game. So, would I do it again? Absolutely not. If I had known, I would have stopped at my first good strong one, and definitely at my UP one, which was after I think 10 or 15 hours in. Because the first 5 to 10 hours are fine if you just want an owl, because it's kind of fun hunting them, and the grind isn't tearing you down already. But the EP grind, I could have literally gotten 99 in a skill in the time I spent flying around doing nothing. Because you're night tracking, you have to interrupt everything for a 45-minute cycle. You get no XP, so after 10 or 20 hours spread across days, you're the old depressed guy in the casino, right? And the XP waste is dramatic. Plus, there isn't really an owl economy yet. So the game in general doesn't have a stable market, and we don't have a confirmed OP use case for owls so far. I'm looking into that, by the way, but even though they're extremely rare, prices people are willing to pay right now don't reflect the actual time investment required to get one, in my opinion. Maybe future content or buffs or even current in-game discoveries would change that. But at the moment, this EP grind isn't worth it, in my opinion, again. But I could have gotten 5 to 10 million XP in a skill instead of doing this grind. Come on. Also, they lied, Wikipedia lied to us. Using a ring on an owl doesn't even change its typing, meaning the promise was made that you can manipulate normal typing doesn't work for owls. Because it has a double typing, yeah, I know, but it's pretty boring in my opinion. So yeah, it's just a double suck. A silver lining though, owls do level extremely fast, which might make owl armies a legit game strategy. So that's why I keep and train my good boosted ones, right? Like, it would make sense to have an update like that, like multiple owls for like some extra kills on a high level monster, stuff like that. Yeah, it would be cool. My final advice, if you get lucky early on, congrats. That's why I think putting in 5 to 10 hours is probably worth it in my opinion, because maybe you'll get a boosted one. Maybe it's not the perfect air, but a good one, a good strong one, a good very strong one hopefully, which is cool to have in your army. If not, well, the choice is up to you, right? But I wouldn't recommend the time grind anymore, because I'm a mid-level player and 10 million XP would have probably benefited me more than a cool 3 owl army, right? Anyways, here is an owl on growth level 127. This is another owl on growth level 127. And then this owl, well, I don't know what level it is when I'm recording this video, but you'll just see another owl from the army that is on another level, but just so you know what its magic and defense level can be like. Anyways, owl hunting, if we would define it as a meta, it is basically gambling in my opinion, but with time slots instead of money, because you could get one, sometimes none, in 45 minutes, so it's a 45-minute fix or loss on the line depending on how much you value your time. By the way, I'll close this video with a fun fact. KT also dropped a few lore hints about owl spawns, which you can see here. It's a nice little world building detail, right? Anyways, that's it for this video. Good luck, happy hunting, bye!